We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Dubois Lanes on the Beeline in Dubois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Dubois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuboisLanes.com. Dubois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you. This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to tell you about my friends at the Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. I've been going to the Rehab Center since 2009, and I wouldn't trust my back and neck health to anyone else. The Rehab Centers include 3 D9 athletic alums, and Isaac Greeley of Port Allegheny, Matt Brush of Brookville, and Derek Mason of Cameron County, along with 4 additionally highly trained chiropractors, including Jason Jacobs. Find out more at therehabcenters.com. That's the Old English spelling of centers with an RES at the end. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network. We're here at Showers Field in Dubois, getting ready for a WPIL District 9 matchup between the Avonworth Antelopes and the Dubois Beavers. Looking forward to this one. This one should be a great game as Dubois comes in unbeaten at 12 wins and no losses. Avonworth comes in with a mark of, hold on a second here, folks. I had it, and then I lost it. The Antelopes are, that's their softball team, not their baseball team. The Antelopes come in with a mark of 11-5 on the year. So, again, it should be a really good one. Nice pitching matchup here today. Avonworth is going to send out Cooper Sharding. Sharding will go up against Noah Farrell. So it'll be Farrell versus Sharding, Avonworth versus Dubois when we come back here on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Back here in Dubois, getting ready again for Avonworth versus Dubois. Cooper Sharding on the mound. He's gone 24 innings on the year, 379 earned run average for Sharding. In those 24 innings, he has allowed 24 hits, 11 walks, and has struck out 35. For Dubois, Noah Farrell on the bump. He is the unquestioned ace of this team, going to the University of Connecticut. Farrell on the year, a 0.88 earned run average. He has pitched 16 innings, given up just 7 hits and 8 walks while striking out 30. So sets the stage on the mound. Your mound mates brought to you by Station 101 in Dubois. Take a look at our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Antelopes of Avonworth, they'll lead off with their pitcher, Cooper Sharding, batting second and playing at second base, Nick Blackson. Batting third, the shortstop, Case Latour. Batting fourth and at third base, Jack Dolan. Batting fifth and at first base, Larson France. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Sam Hustwit. Batting seventh and in left field, Patrick Bykowski. Batting eighth and in center field, Jaden Warman. And batting ninth and doing the catching is Will Fowler. So that is Sharding, Blackson, Latour, Dolan, France, Uswit, Bykowski, Warman, and Fowler. For Dubois, they will lead off with their shortstop, Samson D. Batting second and doing the catching, Trey Wingard. Batting third and doing the pitching, Noah Farrell. Batting fourth and at third base, Mason Dinkfeld. Batting fifth and in center field, Bryson Kale. Batting sixth and over at first base, Adam Jahushak. Batting seventh and at second base, Brady Nouse. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Maddox Clark. And batting ninth and in left field, Walker Thomas. So it's Deeb, Wingard, Farrell, Dinkfeld, Kale, Jahushak, Nouse, Clark, and Thomas for the Beavers. We're going to step aside. Thanks to more of our sponsors. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at griggstravel.com. That's griggstravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, We help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Creating champions is what we do at The Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting The Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know The Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like The Garage, when it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Back here at Showers Field. Need to move our scoreboard here for you. Getting ready for Dubois and Avonworth. Avonworth will send Sharding, Blackston, and Latour out against Noah Farrell. Defensively, the Beavers set up this way. Jahushik is at first. Knaus is at second. Deeb is the shortstop. Dinkfeld is over at third. Thomas in left. Kale in center. Reed is in right. Trey Winger doing the catching for Noah Farrell. Jahushik, Knaus, Deeb, and Dinkfeld first to third. Thomas, Kale, and Reed left to right. Wingard doing the catching. So it'll be Cooper Sharding leading off for Avonworth. Sharding on the season hitting .373. He has a homer and 10 batted in. He'll be followed by Nick Blackson and Case Latour here in the first inning for the Antelopes. So Dubois again unbeaten on the year, 12-0. Between them and Dubois Central Catholic, which rallied to beat Bradford today 8-6, they are combined 24-1 here in the city of Dubois, the two baseball programs. They will, those two teams will meet right here at Showers Field a week from tomorrow, a game that you can watch right here on the YDL Sports Network. Getting ready to go here with Cooper Sharding stepping in. And Noah Farrell's first pitch is fouled, up and out of play. Strike one. So again, Sharding hitting .373 on the year, has a homer and 10 driven in. That misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Farrell comes set, pitching out of the stretch. Ground ball, third baseman Dinkfeld has trouble with it, and on the air, Sharding will reach. So an error on Dinkfeld gives Avonworth life here in the first. We'll bring up Nick Blackston. He is hitting .308 on the year. Couple of doubles, 6 driven in. Left-handed hitter coming here against Farrell. Usyk holding the runner at first. Swing and a miss. Strike one on Blackson. So Druzak holding the runner at first. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here on Blackston. Called strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Farrell comes set, checks the runner at first, comes home with the 1-2. Ground ball, second baseman Canals to shortstop. Deeb, his return throw to first is high on the fielder's choice. Runner out at second. They had a chance to turn it there, but the throw by Deeb was a little high, and so there's 1 away now for Chase Latour, who comes in hitting .436 with a couple of homers and 19 driven in. Farrell comes set, checks the runner at first, comes home. Down a little low, ball 1. Jack Dolan is next. Dolan has hit 4 home runs on the year for Avonworth, so Farrell wants to get this guy right here. There's a foul ball into the first base dugout area. First base dugout occupied here at Showers Field by the Antelopes. If you're joining us from Avonworth, really appreciate that. Want to let you know that we're using a stationary camera today. It's just me here today trying to do it all, so I apologize for that, but that's our setup most of the time. That's high, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Try to give you as much as we can in terms of the field of action, but we'd like to call it a audio broadcast with a video component. There's a quick throw over to first. Diving back in safely is Blackston. Farrell comes set, checks the runner at first, comes home. It's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Latour. 2-2 pitch coming to Latour. Farrell brings it home. Runner takes off. That ball is lofted out into shallow center field. Center fielder Kale is there. He'll get it. His return throw to first, a little late. So there are 2 outs now in the Avonworth first inning on the lazy fly ball to center field. That will bring up Jack Dolan. Mentioned Dolan hitting .480 on the year with the 4 home runs, 18 driven in. Left-handed hitter. Takes strike 1. Dimensions here at Showers Field, 340 down the right field line, 312 down the left field line, 333 to center, 315 to the right center power alley, 366 to left center. Field plays a lot bigger than those dimensions, though, and there's a tall fence out there in that shallow center, right center field area. But again, this field, if you're new to it, holds the baseball more than you would think most of the time. High porch out and left. Throw over to first. The ball's going to get away from the first baseman, Droshik, and going to second on the throwing error as the ball goes out of play, and that might have actually been a break for Dubois. So a couple of errors in the inning now for the Beavers, and that has a runner in scoring position. And now they're going to discuss whether the runner should go to third or not. Mike Hassan, the umpire behind the plate. Joe Schick out in the field. They've decided that the runner stays at second here. So now a big opportunity for Dolan. RBI man for Avonworth here. Takes a ball, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. Two and one on Dolan. Here's the pitch. Up high, 3-1. 2-1 on Dolan. Here's the pitch. 3-1. First base empty now. Might be pitching around Dolan here a little bit if you're Farrell. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jack Dolan. Blackson, the runner at second. 2 outs here in the first inning for Avonworth. Farrell checks the runner at second. Comes home with the pitch. Called, strike 3, and the inning is over. For Avonworth, no runs, no hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base at the end of a half an inning. Avonworth nothing. Dubois coming to bat.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you.
Back here at Showers Field as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Deeb, Wingard, and Farrell against Cooper Sharding. Sharding's defense lines up this way. Larson France is at first base. Nick Blackson is at second. Chase Latour is the shortstop. Over at third base, it is Jack Dolan. In left field, Patrick Bukowski. In center, Jaden Wardman. And in right, Jackson Kroll. Will Fowler is doing the catching. So France, Blackstone, Latour, and Dolan first to third. Bukowski, Wardman, and Krull left to right. Fowler doing the catching for Sharding. So Samson Deeb stepping in here for the Beavers. He's hitting .353 on the year with 11 runs driven in. First pitch from Sharding in there for strike one. Sharding's 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike two. .02 pitch. Deep fouls that one out of play over beyond the bullpen on the first base side. Bounces in the parking lot. Heads towards a car. Bounces over the car. Never park over there here at Showers Field. Park as far away from the field as you can get. .02 pitch. Bounces in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First time we've gotten to see Dubois here this season. Again, off to a 12-0 start, the Beavers. There's a little chopper. Second baseman Blackstone gets it, throws over. Oh, it looked like the umpire was ready to call him safe and then calls him out at first as he dove in head first. 1 away. Bring up Trey Wingard. Delaware recruit hitting .600 on the year with 3 homers and 23 driven in. Wingard, left-handed hitting catcher. Sharding looks in. Comes home. Outside, ball 1. Wingard on the short list of best players in District 9. Probably the best offensive player in District 9 and having the season to prove it. And there's a line drive into left field. It's going to land in front of the left fielder, Bukowski. It's a 1-out single for Trey Wingard going the other way. Bring up Noah Farrell. Farrell hitting .303 on the year, a home run and 14 driven in. Stepping off is Sharding, Wingard back to first. Farrell takes ball 1 downstairs. Again, right-handed pitcher is committed to the University of Connecticut. That's back-to-back here. The battery for Dubois, Division I talent here. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Dubois has had its fair share of great baseball players over the years, including major leaguer Jim Pitsley, who pitched for the Kansas City Royals, among a couple of other teams. Noah Farrell, 3rd in school history in strikeouts. Swings and misses, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And I mean strikeouts as a pitcher, not as a batter. Two balls and 1 strike here on Farrell. There's a called strike, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Farrell. Wingard takes his lead off of first. Swing and a miss. Farrell goes down swinging. 2 away now here in the Dubois first inning, and that's Mason Dinkfeld to the plate. Dinkfeld having himself quite a year, challenging Farrell for that best offensive player in District 9, hitting .464 with 4 home runs. Might notice the first baseman playing a couple of feet off the first base bag. Was just reading about this the other day. We'll get to that in a second. They're doing that a lot at the major league level now because they're tagging on the back end because of replay. Instead of tagging the hands, they don't mind tagging up high. Obviously, though, no replay in high school baseball. It's a called strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. But the Marlins got called for a balk on a similar situation on a throw over to first because the first baseman wasn't heading back to the bag. Technically speaking, in a situation like that, the throw has to be to the bag, not to the player. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shout out to John Boy Media. If you've never seen John Boy Media, give it a check out. It's really a pretty cool social media site. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is outside. It's 2-2 now on Dingfeld. 2 outs, Wingard at first. Nothing going on here for Dubois in the bottom of the first of a scoreless game. Staying alive there as Dingfeld fouls that one straight back. Beavers managed by former minor league catcher Josh Johnson in his second year here with Dubois. Ridgeway High School product. Done great things in his 2 years here with the Beavers. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Winger will be off on the pitch. Avonworth managed by Jeff Bawalski. That ball is popped high in the air and out of play on the 3-2 pitch. Three-two pitch, runner going, little chopper towards the second baseman. Blackstone up with it, throws it across to the first baseman, France, and the inning is over. For Dubois in the first, no runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We head to the second here at Showers Field and Dubois. No score between Dubois and Avonworth. This is the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back here at Showers Field, taking a look at our Verischetti Holdings scoreboard from today. In softball, Dubois defeated Brockway 8-2. Nice win there for the Lady Beavers. Carn City currently up in softball 1-0 on AC Valley Union. In baseball, it's AC Valley Union 4, Carn City 3. No score between Brookville and Homer Center. So leading off here is Larson France, spelled F-R-A-N-C, no E, but pronounced like the country. 569 on the years. Francis takes strike one. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. France has 12 doubles and 19 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on France. Set with the 1-2. That's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Avonworth AAA school out of the WPIL. Was down there earlier this year. A couple of volleyball games were played down there, as it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shout out to AD Kurt Kesnick. He was great help when I was down there. So was Athletic Secretary Melissa Klein. There's a ground ball past the mound. Second baseman Canals on to first, and there's 1 away. Bring up Huswit, the designated hitter. Huswit hitting .520 with a homer and 15 driven in. So Avonworth team can hit the ball. As he goes down to talk to his third base coach for a moment. Farrell's first pitch outside. These teams played a year ago, with Avonworth coming away with a 7-5 victory here at Showers. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Huswit. The pitch is fouled into the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Huswit. Farrell comes set. Delivers the 1-2. Fouled away. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not a lot of room behind home plate here at Showers Field. Maybe 3 or 4 steps at the most. Kind of an old school ballpark, kind of built in with a crick in the outfield that limits how deep it can go. It's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. About a decade ago or so, maybe a little longer, they put in the infield turf, and then they put in outfield turf. Home of the Small College World Series. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is fouled off as Huswick continues to battle here. Farrell gets his sign, comes set at the belt. Delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Noah Farrell. Patrick Bykowski coming to the plate, 368 on the season. 18 driven in. Believe Avonworth 11-5. Their game changer says 11-5. Their Max Prep says 10-6. If anybody from Avonworth listening and want to leave us a comment on what the actual record is, would be greatly appreciated. Oh, 1 pitch coming to Bukowski. Called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Nice crowd on hand tonight. Here's the 0-2. Little high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Second baseman Canals on the bounce over to first. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for Avonworth in the second after an inning and a half. Dubois and Avonworth are scoreless.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Dubois Lanes on the Beeline in Dubois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Dubois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuboisLanes.com. Dubois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Ed to the bottom of the second. Kale Drashik and Canals for Dubois. Kale hitting 192 on the season. Takes the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Strike 1. That's in there for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. There's a line drive right at the third baseman, Dolan, 1 away. We'll bring up Druzak. Druzak, 536 on the year, a homer and 8 driven in. Takes ball 1. Awesome. 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here on Druzak. Fouled at the plate, 1-2. Cooper Sharding gave up a hit last inning to Trey Wingard. The only hit of the game by either team. One-two pitch to Druschak. Popped up and out of play. Swing and a miss, strike three. Druschak goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Sharding. Bring up Brady Knaus. Knaus hitting .535 on the year with 9 driven in. A little over 3 weeks from playoff time. Playoffs start the 19th. Unless we have a 9 or more team tournament here in District 9, then it'll be the 18th. Don't actually see that happening. A little earlier in the Whippeal. I think it's a week earlier in the Whippeal. It's up high. 2 balls and no strikes now on Knaus. Winding a 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the Dubois bottom of the second inning. Scoreless game with them in Avonworth. It's down low, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Hunter Blackston comes out and says Avonworth is 11-5. Thank you. Should know better than just trust Game Changer. Don't worry about what's on Max Preps. 3 balls, 1 strike. The ball was hit out the center, diving forward and making a diving catch after getting a late break on it is Warman. Nice catch out there by Warman, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for Dubois in the second. We go to the third, scoreless here at Showers Field.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Dubois Lanes on the Beeline in Dubois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Dubois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuboisLanes.com. Dubois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Back here at Showers Field as we go to the top of the third inning. Warman, Fowler, and Sharding for the Antelopes. They're 11-5 overall, 8-0 in their section, in a first-place tie with South Park. Both teams 8-0. South Park 13-1 overall. They have not played each other yet. There's a called strike. To Warman. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Of course, Avonworth won the PIAA football title this year, 31-7 over Northwestern Lehigh. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. It's again WPIL champions and state champions in football, the Antelopes. It's a ground ball. Second baseman Canals gets it on the bounce, throws it over to Drew Shack, and there's one away here in the Avonworth first inning. Bring up the catcher, Will Fowler. Noah Farrell's first pitch to Fowler, a little outside, ball 1. Farrell's next pitch is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Fowler. Fowler on the year hitting .222. Winding the 1-1. That's high. Fowler has to duck out of the way. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one delivery, way outside. Now it's 3-1 on Fowler. Farrell's only issued 8 walks this year in his 16 innings of work. But behind 3-1 here on Fowler. Ball 4. Fowler draws the 1-out walk. Going to get a courtesy runner out there for Fowler. Be number 20. Isaac Kavanaugh. So Kavanaugh running for Fowler. First pitch is low here to the leadoff man, Cooper Sharding. So all of a sudden, Farrell having a little bit of the way command problems. Kavanaugh takes his lead off of first. Farrell comes home. Outside, now it's 2-0. Sharding reached on an error by the third baseman Dinkfeld in his first at bat, leading off the game. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Surprised he took a hack at that one, considering Farrell was having some trouble staying in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike on Sharding. Kavanaugh, the runner at first, takes his lead. He's going, pitches outside, strike, and safe. Whew. Shortstop deep, thought he had tagged him. He's looking at the umpire, Joe Schick. Joe's saying, no, you didn't get him, son. It was a rocket from Wingard, but it was a little offline. And now a runner in scoring position and a 3-1 count on Sharding. Three-one pitch in there for a called strike, 3-2. Second time Avonworth has had a runner at second base in this game. They had one at second with 2 outs in the first. There's only 1 out here in the third. Farrell turns, throws to second, just getting back in time is Kavanaugh. Farrell checks the runner at second, comes home with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Kavanaugh walked, or not Kavanaugh, that was Fowler that walked. Kavanaugh ran for him as the courtesy runner, stole second. He's there right now. 3-2 pitch again coming to Sharding. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Farrell. That one comes at a big point in this game. It'll bring up Nick Blackson. Blackson grounded into a fielder's choice. Could have been a double play, except Deeb's throw was high. Blackson got the second on a throwing error by the pitcher. Farrell on a pickoff attempt. First pitch is a little high, ball one. Farrell checks Kavanaugh at second. Now time call by Blackson. Farrell 1-0 pitch. High, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Winding a 2-1 pitch. Outside and low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Check of the runner at second. Here's the 3-1. High, ball 4. Second walk issued by Farrell here in the third inning. It'll bring up Case Latour. Latour again came in hitting .436, flew out to center in his first at bat. First and second. And now Wingard's going to go out to chat with his fellow senior Noah Farrell. This Battery Mate Conference brought to you by the Battery House with locations in Brookville and Clarion. Farrell checks the runner at second, comes home. Called strike 1. Winding the 0-1. Way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two antelopes on. 1-1 pitch. Down low, throw down to first. Got away from Drushak for a second, but not far enough for the runners to advance. 2 balls and a strike now as Winger trying to help his pitcher Farrell, who's struggling a bit with his command here in the third inning out. Farrell has his sign. Checks the runners. 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Kavanaugh the runner at second. Blackston the runner at first. Farrell's ready with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He pitches around the walks. For Avonworth in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. It is still no score between Dubois and Avonworth here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is signing up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their resting clean promise. We're back here as we go to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Clark, Thomas, and Deebs, 8, 9, and 1 for the Beavers. First pitch to Maddox Clark is in there for a called strike. Clark hitting .393 on the year, couple of homers, 14 RBIs. Next pitch, woo, he was way out in front. New pitcher for Avonworth here. Get a number on him for you in a second. As that ball bounces in. Ball one, that looks like that is Bukowski. So Bukowski takes over in the circle for Sharding, and there's a ground ball. Third baseman, I believe still Dolan, throws him out. Okay, so they just announced the defensive changes. Sharding goes to center. Warman will go over to left as the new pitcher for the Antelopes is the lefty Bukowski. And now Walker Thomas fouls that one off, strike one. Bukowski has pitched 16 innings this year to a .306 earned run average. A swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes. Bukowski's 0-2, bounces in there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Bring up Samson Deeb. Bukowski has struck out 20, walked just 6 in his 16 innings, now 21. Sharding went 2 innings, gave up a hit, no walks, couple of strikeouts. 3 of them to be exact. Now it's strike 1 here on Deeb, who grounded out against Sharding in the first inning. Lefty Bukowski's pitch gets Deeb chasing, and now it's no balls and 2 strikes. Bukowski with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Real quick inning there for Bukowski. Patrick Bukowski comes in and makes quick work of the Beavers. And no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. By the way, it was just 2 strikeouts for Sharding, not 3. We will go to the fourth inning, scoreless here between Avonworth and Dubois.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today.
Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. So we head here to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be Dolan, France, and Huswit against Noah Farrell. No score here between Avonworth and Dubois. Checking out our Veriskitty Holdings scoreboard. Big sort of upset in the KSAC as AC Valley Union defeats Karn City 5-4. Winning run scores on an error. It was a 4-4 game in the fifth, and Karn City tried to pick a guy off first, had him dead to rights. First baseman missed the ball, went into the open bullpen along the first base side, went first to home on the air. And Karn City with AC Valley Union with the big win over the Gremlins. So leading off here is Dolan. He struck out in his first at bat, looking. Takes ball one outside. Also across town today, Dubois Central Catholic overcame a 6-0 deficit to beat Bradford 8-6. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Dolan. One-two pitch. Just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball is fouled into the screen. Farrell set. Ready with the 2-2. Bounces it in there, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Farrell ready with the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Second time he's gotten Dolan looking. Fifth strikeout for Farrell. Strike 1. One in the 0-1. Called strike 2. So 0-2 here on France. Strikes outside, 1-2. France grounded out the second, leading off the second. Ball is chopped foul down the first base side. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Farrell has his sign. Delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Noah Farrell. Now that'll bring up Huswit. Huswit, one of those 6 strikeout victims. Now, Farrell and Wingard want to have a little discussion here as Farrell calls Wingard out to the mound. Ball 1. Ball's on 1 ball and no strikes to Hustet. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Farrell ready with the 1-1 delivery. Ooh, just missed, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here on Hustet with 2 outs in the Avonworth 4th inning of a scoreless game. Did he go? He did not, and it's now 3-1 on the appeal. There's a swing and a miss, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Farrell looking into his dugout here. Oh, I see what we have going on. We had a conversation between the third base coach and the batter. Things that don't happen in the major leagues anymore. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spiked it. Ball 4. Third walk issued by Noah Farrell. Bring up the pitcher now, Patrick Bukowski. Runner takes his lead off of first. Bukowski swings and misses, strike 1. It's pitch number 78 already from Farrell, so Dubois is going to need to have another plan here. No balls and 1 strike on Bukowski. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's one thing that sometimes creeps up on Noah Farrell. It is the pitch count. No balls, 2 strikes. Wide in the 0-2. outside, 1-2. I think Wingard wanted that call for his pitcher. Didn't get it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Farrell checks the runner at first. Comes home with the 1-2. That ball is lofted into right field. Right fielder Jonathan Reed is there. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. There was a walk and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. Still scoreless here in Dubois.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
We head now to bottom of inning number 4. It'll be Wingard, Farrell, and Dinkfeld against Patrick Bukowski in his second inning of relief. Bukowski made quick work of the Beavers in that first inning that he pitched last inning. Needed just $11 pitches. So actually looking at Game Changer, I missed the pitching change in the second inning when France pitched. At least according to Game Changer, France pitched in the second. So Bukowski would be the third pitcher here for Avonworth. Apologize for that. I'm not sitting in a place where I can necessarily get all of that. Higher up in a press box here. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-1 now. That ball is lined into center field. Center fielder Sharding. Wingard heading for second, and Wingard is safe with a hustling double. Oh, Trey Wingard was on the move right out of the box, and he doubles because of that on a ball that could have easily just been a single. So that'll bring up Noah Farrell. So, yes, they did use France there in the second inning. So I do apologize for missing that France came in the second inning to pitch. First pitch to Farrell, fouled away, strike 1. Winding the 0-1 to Farrell. Bound low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sharding went 1, then struck out 1. France went 1 and struck out 1. Bukowski in his second inning of relief. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike now on Noah Farrell. Two-one delivery. Misses inside, 3-1. Check of Wingard at second. Bukowski delivers the 3-1. Ground ball. Nice play there by the first baseman. The throw will be in time to get to get Farrell. Wingard will go to third. So that's France back over there. Sure who's at first base now. But it was a nice play over there. So Wingard will go to third on the ground out. One away from Mason Dingfeld. Now we're going to have a meeting at the mound. As that does look like that was France back at first. He made a really nice play on that ball. So as this discussion continues, give France credit for saving a run, at least for the time being there, with that nice play over at first. Carson France diving to stop it. Mason Dingfeld, lefty on lefty here. Bukowski's first pitch, outside ball 1. Infield in all the way around for Avonworth here in the 4th inning of a scoreless game. One out, Trey Wingard, the runner at third. 1-0 pitch. Did he hold up? He did. 2 balls and no strikes now. So 2-0 on Dingfeld. Kale's on deck. Druszak in the hole. Patrick Bukowski trying to work around a leadoff double to Trey Wingard. Wingard's now at third with 1 out. And now it's 3-0 on Dingfeld. Three balls, no strikes on Mason Dingfeld. Bukowski's pitch way outside. They didn't want anything to do with Dingfeld there. That was an intentional walk. Bring up Bryson Kale. Kale lined out the third against France in the first. We'll see how Avonworth plays it if they put Dingfeld in motion here. Catcher Fowler going through a series of signs for his defense. There's a called strike on the outside corner. That's way outside. 1-1 here on Kale. Wingard the runners at third. Dingfeld the runner at first, just 1 out. Middle infield playing at double play death. Third baseman even with the bag. First baseman holding Dingfeld on. 1-1 delivery. High pop fly. Second baseman Blackston is there. Wingard's not going to be able to advance, and there are 2 outs. And now it is up to Adam Druszek. Druszek struck out in his only at bat in the game. Again, the catcher Fowler runs through a list of signs for his defenders. Dinkfeld leads off of first. Wingard takes his lead off of third. Bukowski's pitch in there for called strike 1. One in the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One in the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Druszek. Dinkfeld at first, Wingard at third. 2 outs for Dubois in the 4th. We're scoreless here at Showers Field in Dubois. Patrick Bukowski has his sign. Delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now Bukowski an opportunity with 1 more pitch to get out of the leadoff double by Wingard. Thanks to a nice play also by his first baseman, Case France. Runner takes off for second, and they've got him picked off, but they're going to let him take second because they were afraid of what Wingard might do at third. So give Dinkfeld the steal, and now it's second and third, and a base hit could score 2. Bukowski ready with the 2-2 to Druszek. Outside, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 pitch coming here from Bukowski, the lefty. Delivers. Druszek fouls it at the plate. So the count remains 3-2 on Druszek. Dinkfeld at second, Wingard at third. 2 outs at the bottom of the 4th. Bukowski has his sign, delivers the payoff pitch. Ground ball, Bukowski gets it, throws the first. It's a little high, but France comes down on the bag, and Bukowski gets out of the jam. For Dubois in the 4th, no runs, a hit. There was a walk and 2 left on base. We head to the 5th, still scoreless here at Showers Field.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Dubois Lanes on the Beeline in Dubois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Dubois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuboisLanes.com. Dubois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Go to the fifth in a scoreless game. It'll be Warman, Fowler, and the top of the order. Charting for Avonworth against Noah Farrell. Foul ball here by Warman, who grounded out the second in his original at bat. It's 82 pitches now for Noah Farrell. It's a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes on Warman. Wine in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Warman goes down. Strikeout number 7 for Noah Farrell. Bring up Will Fowler. Trey Wingard, the catcher for Dubois. The only 2 hits in this game so far. Upstairs, ball 1. One on the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 here on Fowler, who walked in his first at bat. It's a called strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Noah Farrell has his sign. Delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew that right by him. Strikeout number 8. If you're just joining us, Avonworth had a runner at second and 2 outs in the first, couldn't score. They also had a runner at second and the third with 1 out and couldn't score. Dubois had a leadoff double from Trey Wingard last inning, couldn't get him home. Cooper Sharding to the plate here. Sharding, ground ball, deep third. Dinkfeld's throw across is in time to get Sharding, and the inning is over. Strong throw by Dinkfeld, bang, bang at first. In the 5th for Avonworth, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless here at Showers.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Back here as Jack Dolan takes over on the mound for Avonworth after 2 scoreless innings from Patrick Bukowski. Dolan's only throwing 2 innings so far this year. Has walked 1, struck out 4, hasn't allowed a hit or a run. Carter Latour goes over to play third base for Avonworth. Leading off here, Brody Canals takes strike 1. That's 1 ball and 1 strike on Brody Canals. Winding the 1-1. Called strike. Canals had kind of thought it was inside as he moved out of the way, but it's a called strike. Winding the 1-2, fouled away. So the big question that looms over this game is who Josh Johnson will piggyback with Noah Farrell. As Farrell's at 90 pitches when he takes the mound, if he takes the mound in the 6th inning. Dolan's 1-2. Way inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 here on Canals. Catcher thought he had strike 3 called. The umpire didn't agree. It's ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He tagged Canals, but it wasn't a called strike. So now it's a full count on Canals. Dolan's payoff pitch. Fouled away. There's a called strike 3 on Canals. 1 away here in the Dubois 5th. Maddox Clark to the plate. Bukowski, by the way, went out to play right field as Maddox Clark steps to the plate. So Latour would go into the place for the right fielder, Cruel, I would believe, and won't bat. Strike 1 on Clark. Clark grounded out the 3rd in his last at bat. Dolan's 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 0-2. Clark chases and fouls one off. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. Pitcher Dolan tried to throw one back to the catcher Fowler and kind of threw it over everybody's head. The umpire kind of ducked there. Winding the 0-2. That was high and behind Clark, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dolan set with the 1-2. Misses, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fowler, the catcher, held it there for a moment, hoping to get the call. Go to the ABS system if this was the majors. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a ground ball, sneaks through up the middle. 1 out single for Maddox Clark, just out of the reach of the diving second baseman Blackston. Almost came up with a great play there. Bring up Walker Thomas. Thomas struck out in the 3rd against Bukowski. The 3rd of the 4 pitchers that Avonworth has thrown out there tonight. So Clark will take his lead off of first. Ball 1 up high to Thomas. Again, Dolan, not much experience on the mound this year, so we'll see how he handles having a runner on. He did walk 1 early in the season. That was the first hit against him in what's now 2 1/3 innings of work. So a swing and a miss by Thomas, 1 ball and 1 strike. Clark takes his lead off of first. Dolan checks the runner, delivers the 1-1. That's high, 2 balls and 1 strike on Thomas. Samson Deeb would be next. Winding to 2-1. High, and it's going to get away from the catcher Fowler, but Clark was not in a position where he could have moved up. He just was kind of standing there and got caught flat-footed. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, not a lot of room behind the backstop here. To the backstop, I should say. Throw over, diving back in safely is Clark. There's ball 4. Now Dubois, after 1 out, has runners at first and second for the top of the order and Samson Deeb. So now Fowler's going to go out and talk with Dolan, and the whole infield will come in. This meeting of the Battery brought to you by the Battery Warehouse.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
So they're still having a long discussion out there. Manager out there as well. And Finally breaks up. Surprised the umpire let it go as long as he did there, but he did. Well, Deep came in hitting .353 with 11 runs driven in. He's grounded out and struck out against two different pitchers. Deep, a really good wrestler in his career here at Dubois as well. First baseman France is way in. Like they think that Deeb's going to bunt here with Wingard on deck, but I would imagine if they move the runners up that Wingard's just going to be intentionally walked. That they should turn around to bunt, and he bunts through it, strike one. So obviously Avonworth saw something that made them think that Deeb was going to be bunting, and he was. A little surprised, like I said, they're going to take the bat right out of the hands of Wingard if he advances guys here. There's no reason with two outs and first base open that you would pitch to Trey Wingard. Oh, 1 pitch, not bunting this time. Swings and misses. It's going to get away from the catcher. Fowler throw down to third. Not in time. So the runners will move up 90 feet without the bunt on the wild pitch, but now it's 0-2 on Deeb. But runners are at second and third. Now the infield comes all the way in for Avonworth. Dolan looking for the strikeout. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up. First baseman France gives it a look, but it's on top of the dugout roof, and it'll remain no balls and 2 strikes on Deeb. So Dubois had Wingard at third last inning with 1 out and couldn't get him home. Now it's Maddox Clark there with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th of a scoreless game. Dolan's 0-2 pitch. Down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clark the runner at third. Thomas is at second. Infield in all the way around for the Antelopes. Dolan's 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got Deeb to chase one on the outside. 2 away. And I just can't imagine that they're going to pitch to Wingard here. Yeah, they're going to intentionally walk Wingard. I mean, that's absolutely 100% the right move. And that's why I was surprised that they were going to even think about having Deeb bunt. So now Noah Farrell with a chance to help himself. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 5th inning of a scoreless game. Dolan's pitch catches the inside corner, strike 1. Jack Dolan stares into his catcher Fowler, has his sign. 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Second baseman Blackston says he has it, and he does, and the inning is over. Dubois fails with runners on second and third and 1 out. No runs. On 1 hit, there were 2 walks, and the bases are left loaded. We head to the 6th. We are still scoreless here at Showers Field in Dubois.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
So we go to the sixth inning, still scoreless. Noah Farrell taking his warm-up pitches. He's got 10 more pitches before he has to come out of the game. Of course, if he hits 100 and he's still in the middle of it at bat, he can finish that at bat. See what the strategy of Avonworth is here against them. They'll have Blackson, Case Latour, and Jack Dolan due up. That is 2, 3, and 4 against Farrell, who again is at 90 pitches, 100 pitch maximum by rule during the regular season. In the playoffs, it goes to 105. It's up high, ball 1. Dolan has walked twice against Farrell, the lefty has. 1-0 pitch, shows bunt, pulls back, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Blystone. High and tight, now it's 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Three-one pitch, called strike 2. Blystone thought he had a walk. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now he strings and misses, strikes out. Blackstone one away, but now down to only 4 pitches left as Case Latour steps to the plate. Farrell can get Latour within one of the first 3 pitches. He'll have a shot at going 6. Otherwise, he'll have to come out of this game just a little shy of 6. Ball 1. Winding the 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. So now he's got to get him on this pitch. And if I'm Latour and I'm ahead in the count 2-0, and I know he's only got 1-2 pitches left, there's no way I'm swinging at this one. Farrell set with the 2-0. Taking all the way, called strike. But this will be the last batter for Noah Farrell. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. If it's going to be your last batter, you may as well make the most of it. If you're Farrell, just throw it by him. So now another conference between the third base coach and the batter. This needs to be something that the PIAA looks to fix at some point, the NFHS. There's no need every time that there's 2 strikes on a batter for the coach to go down and talk to him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Farrell's payoff will be coming now as it's 3-2. Farrell would like to give whoever replaces him a clean slate here. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, base hit. The first hit off of Farrell comes with the last batter to face him. It's a base hit to left by Case Latour. First hit for Avonworth. First hit against Farrell, who will now have to come out of the game with a runner at first and no score here in the top of the 6th. So Farrell's going to walk off to a standing ovation here. And Dubois is going to turn the ball over, it looks like, to Dinkfeld. No, they're going to turn it over to Brody Canals. Excuse me. So Canals will take over. Farrell's going to go out, I think, to play center field or right field as Reed comes out. We'll be back here as soon as this pitching change is over. So Jack Dolan will step in here against Brody Canals. Canals 2-0 with a 0.60 earned run average, 11 2/3 innings, 17 strikeouts, 5 walks. Throws strike 1 to Dolan with Case Latour at first. Called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Ball's going to get away from the first baseman, but he's able to track it down as all of a sudden the rain starts to come here at Showers Field, aptly named. Looks like it would be a quick moving shower as that ball is grounded off the glove of the first baseman. Drushak, runner heading to third. He'll get there safely as the error on the first baseman. Drushak has Avonworth in business here in the sixth, first and third. And just one out. Third error on the Beavers. As Carson France comes to the plate. So play that Drushak will tell you he probably should have made. And now it's first and third and just one out. Canales' pitch fouled away down the third base side. Dubois will have the third baseman Dinkfeld playing up here. Middle infielders are at double play depth. Oh, 1. Little high, 1 ball and 1 strike. One, swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Canales looking for the strikeout here with the runners at first and third. Carson France trying to give Avonworth the lead. 1-2. Outside, 2 and 2. One and a 2-2. Runner takes off. There's a line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner on his way to third. Ball gets away from the infield. That'll allow a runner to take second, and it's 1-0 Avonworth. So the base hit by France to left. He'll go to second on, I guess you got to charge the error on the left fielder, although that's the fault of whoever wasn't cutting the ball. Dolan goes to third, and it's 1-0. Here in the sixth, Avonworth, they're still in business as Sam Hustwick comes to the plate. Infield in for Dubois. Ball 1. Ground ball right through the first baseman, Drushak. That's going to be another error. And it scores another run, and it's now 2-0 Avonworth. Ball was hit right to Drushak. I know he was in, but got to make that play. It's 2-0 now. Could have come home with it. Could have tried for the double. Well, wasn't in a double play situation, but still could have come home with it. 2-0 Avonworth, and now Patrick Bukowski with a chance. Still runners at the corners. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Canals. I don't think either of those runs should be earned here. So there's now 2 outs. Not that it matters if you're Avonworth or Dubois, whether they're earned or not, unless you're Noah Farrell. It's a called strike on Warman. Swing and a miss, strike two. Wind in the 0-2. Bounces in there. Nice stop by Wingard. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, third baseman Dinkfeld knocks it down, picks it up, throw is low, dug out nicely, and the inning is over. But not before Avonworth scores 2 runs on a couple of hits. There was an error and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is now Avonworth 2 and Dubois nothing.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
I know it was hit hard, but it was hit hard right at him. I don't know. A little bit of a debate up here on whether that ball hit over to first base was an error or not. They didn't put it up on the scoreboard. I'll be interested to see what Dubois did in its game changer here. Let's take a look. They gave a single, so I'm okay giving the single. I still think it's a play that the first baseman's got to make, though. If you're going to be a championship caliber baseball team, ball hit right at you. Rain's really coming down now as Avonworth goes to another pitching change. See who's on the mound now for the Antelopes. It'll be Krull coming into pitch. Throws ball 1 to Dinkfeld. No, it's 2-0 on Dinkfeld. Krull on the year. 16 and a third, 25 walks, 15 strikeouts, giving up 10 hits, 16 runs, 13 of them earned run average of 557, and now he's behind in the count 3-0, and not easy to pitch with the rain coming down. 3-0 pitch by Krull, in there for a called strike, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike on Dinkfeld. Wind in the delivery. Outside, ball 4, leadoff walk. So that'll bring up Bryson Kale. Again, looking at the radar screen, this rain shouldn't last very long here. It's just a quick shower, little passing group right over the field. Here's a throw over to first, easily back. In fact, kind of wish the umpire had the radar screen I had, because I'd pull him off the field for a moment and let him play once it's done raining here in a second. Another throw over to first, back in safely. And now we're going to have a conference at the mound between Fowler and Kroll. There aren't many fields with the way this rain's coming down that would handle it real quickly, but although surprisingly a couple weeks ago the Clarendon County Park did, which in the old days would have never been the case. Got Justin Skeeb up here, longtime umpire in the Clarion and Dubois area, shaking his head, knowing exactly what I'm talking about. That ball's up high, ball one. Used to be out at the Clarendon County Park that the first sign of somebody spitting on the field and it wasn't playable. 1 ball, 1, no strikes. That's high, and now it's 2-0. Kroll wants a dry baseball now. It's obvious that the rain is bothering the lefty for Avonworth here a little bit. Two balls, no strikes on Kroll. From Kroll to Kale, and now it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Inside, almost hit him. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4. And now it's first and second and nobody out for Druszak. And now we're going to have another meeting at the mound. Meeting at the mound brought to you by the Battery House.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
So this home plate umpire is not real interested in breaking up mound meetings, as this one's going on and on and on and on. Finally, he's going to make his way out there, and we'll be ready to go here with Dubois with runners at first and second. Big opportunity here for Druszak, whose error in the top of this inning kind of opened the door for Avonworth. Second ball that we've now determined wasn't an error, but still a play that probably could have been made. So an opportunity to redeem himself here a little bit. No balls and 1 strike. That's inside. Blocked. Fowler has to kind of push Druszak out of the way, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a ground ball right at the second baseman. Blackston on to shortstop, on to first, double play. So a 4-6-3 double play, and there are now 2 outs on the plate. Dingfeldt goes to third. It'll be up to Brody Knaus. Two 0 Avonworth here with scoring twice in the top of this 6th inning. Dubois trying to at least get one of those runs back right now with now the pitcher Brody Knaus at the plate. Strike 1. Called strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and the inning is over. Dubois fails to score after having a golden opportunity. We'll be back after these messages as we go to the 7th.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow.
Back here, as we are in the 7th strike 1. It's going to be strike 2 now to Will Fowler. No balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 0-2. Down low, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Chopper, that's going to be a tough play. Dinkfeld's got it. Throw across is strong and in time, 1 away. Top of the order, Cooper Sharding coming up. Inside, ball 1. Down low, 2-0 on Sharding. So 3-0 on Sharding. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk issued. Dubois Avonworth looking for some insurance here is Nick Blackstone. Blackstone comes up to the plate with Sharding at first against Brody Nouse. Inside, ball 1. So Noah Farrell in line to lose this game despite giving up just 1 hit in 5 1/3 innings. Gave up a single to the last batter he faced, which was Case Latour, and Latour came around and scored. It's now 2-0 here on Blackston. Hits the outside corner, 2-1. Two balls, one strike, outside, 3-1. It's only 3 balls, Mr. Blackston. Three-one pitch, way inside, ball 4. So now back-to-back walks issued by Canals. In Case Latour coming up, and here comes Josh Johnson. This meeting at the mound brought to you by the Battery House with locations in Clarion and Brookville.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
So it'll be Case Latour. Latour had the 2-strike single against Farrell last inning on the last pitch that Farrell threw. Comes around and scores later in the inning. The Canals pitch. Latour fouls this one out of play. Strike 1. It's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Canals checking the runners. Comes home with the pitch. High, and it's now 2-1. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Foul tip, remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball is drilled to deep center field. Going back on it is Kale. It's going to be off the top of the wall. Runners held, not knowing where it was at, waiting to see if he could catch it. So it's just going to be a long single, and the bases are loaded for Jack Dolan. So he hit it off the top of that wall out there between the 315 and 333 sign. And the bases are loaded for Dolan. Ball 1 outside. One-zero pitch. Dolan fouls it straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's fouled away, and it's now 0-2. Or I'm sorry, 1-2, not 0-2. Excuse me. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. There's a ground ball, base hit into right center field. 2 runs will score. Runner will go to third as the throw by the right fielder Farrell, or goes to second, excuse me, as the throw by the right fielder Farrell just completely misses the cutoff, and it's now 4-0 in favor of Avonworth. 2-run base hit by Jack Dolan. So Carson France comes to the plate. Well, game was scoreless through 5. Avonworth scores 2 in the 6th. They've got 2 more here in the 7th. Net ball is popped high in the air. Samson Deeb going back and makes the catch as he collides with the center fielder Kale, who you would have thought might have been calling him off, but everybody seems like they're okay. 2 away now. And Sam Husted comes to the plate. Husted had the big RBI single in his last at bat with the infield in. It was the ball we debated for a while, whether it was a hit or not. In the end, we decided it was. Could really break this open here for Avonworth. Inside, ball 1. The ball is drilled to deep right field. Right fielder Farrell along the line makes the running catch, and the inning is over. But not before Avonworth scores 2 more runs on a couple of hits, a couple of walks, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Dubois trails now 4-0 here at Showers Field in Dubois.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at griggstravel.com. That's griggstravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you. We go to the 7th. It is Maddox Clark, and he leads off with a drive to deep center field. Going back on it, it's off the wall. Clark will be held to a single as Sharding gets it in quickly, but it's a nice start for Dubois here in the 7th. They need base runners, and they've got one for Walker Thomas now. We're going to get a runner at first base for Clark. That'll be Jack Statler. So Statler will pinch run for Maddox Clark, who just delivered Dubois' fourth hit of the game. He's got two of them. Wingard's got two of them. If you're counting, though, two more base runners would make Trey Wingard the tying run. Inside, ball one. Thomas has struck out and walked in this one. One-0. Tie 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Walker Thomas. Throw over to first. It was just more or less a courtesy throw. Statler back in safely. Girls pitch. Tight and inside. It's now 3-0. Remember, if Dubois could find a way to get the next two batters on, that would mean Trey Wingard would come to the plate as the tying run. Three balls and no strikes. High, ball four. The Beavers have something going here for Samson Deeb. If you're Deeb, your job right now is to get on any way you can. Crowell's pitch to Deeb. In there for a called strike. He was taken all the way. I like that after the 4-pitch walk. No balls in, one strike on Deeb. Statler takes the lead off of first. Thomas, or off of second. Thomas off of first. 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. No balls and two strikes here on Deeb. If you're Crewell and Avonworth, you want to get Deeb right now. You want nothing to do with Wingard representing the tying run. 0-2 pitch to Deeb. Bounces in there, 1-2. Deeb has struck out twice and grounded out. His strikeout with runners at second and third in the fifth was a big out for Avonworth. 1-2 pitch. Bounces in there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That allowed them to walk Wingard, and then they got Noah Farrell to pop out to end that threat. That was Dubois' best opportunity to score in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Deeb. High, and now it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Deeb, who has battled all the way back to make this a full count. Jackson Crewell's pitch. Called strike. No. Wait, did he call it a strike or not? What did he do? Did he call it a strike or a ball? What did you do? What did he do? What did he do? What's the call? Why would you tag the guy at third? The guy at third's allowed to advance. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my goodness. What an absolute travesty. What an absolute travesty in this game. They get on me when I criticize an umpire, but this is 100% warranted. He didn't make a call that was definitive enough for anybody to know what it was. It's going to be a strikeout of Deeb, as ridiculous as that looks, from the home plate umpire, who just basically blew the entire call. Guys at first base, then he's like, it's a strike three. Just incredibly bad job of umpiring there. Should be enough to make sure that that guy never actually gets a playoff game. And if somebody doesn't like that, come and watch what I just saw. Because what you just saw is the kind of stuff that cannot happen in a high-level baseball game. As Wingert fouls that away, strike one. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, think about how big that is, folks. If that's a ball 4 and the bases are loaded, Wingert is the tying run. Instead, a home run only brings Dubois within 1 here. Give Josh Johnson a lot of credit. He didn't go apoplectic, which I think a lot of managers might have. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Wingert. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One and two on Wingert. Krull's pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here on Trey Wingert. Outside, it's now 3-2. Someone might have let the umpire know it's 3-2. Winding the payoff pitch. High and tight, and the bases are loaded. Bring up Noah Farrell. He represents the tying run here for Dubois. He does have a home run on the season, if you're wondering. First pitch to Farrell's a ball. The catcher reacts like he thought it was a strike. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Farrell. Krull's pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. 1 ball and 1 strike. High drama here at Showers Field in Dubois. Fouls that away, and now it's 1-2 on Farrell. Jackson Krull sets at the belt. 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit into left field. That'll score 1. They'll hold the runner at third, and it's a 4-1 ball game. RBI single to left by Farrell. Wingert to second. Thomas to third. Stadler scores, and now it's Mason Dinkfeld to the plate. As Fowler goes out to talk to Jackson Krull. Still just 1 out. They're going to play behind Farrell with the bases loaded, so he should get a good jump of the balls in the gap. Dinkfeld takes strike 1. Lefty against lefty here. Jackson Krull against Mason Dinkfeld. Dinkfeld swings through it. Swung out of his shoes. No balls and 2 strikes. Dinkfeld looked like he was trying to end this one with that swing. Again, he has a team-leading 4 home runs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, the catcher Fowler wanted that as strike 3. He didn't get it, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Fouled away. Remains 1-2 here on Mason Dinkfeld. Bases full of Beavers. They're down 3. 1 out in the 7th. Krull's pitch. Called. Strike 3. Dinkfeld strikes out with the bat on his shoulders. 2 away. And now it's up to Bryson Kale. Swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Kale. Fouls it away. Dubois down to its last strike here. Jackson Krull trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. It was bases loaded and 1 out. Now it's bases loaded and 2 outs. 0-2 on Kale. High, 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Kale would reach, Druschik is next. Krull's 1-2 delivery. Bounces in there, 2-2. Two. Swing and a miss. Avonworth holds on. They defeat Dubois by a count of 4-1. That'll do it for us here from Showers Field. Final score, Avonworth with 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. They defeat Dubois, who gets its run in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll do it for us. We'll be back on the air on Monday from the Clarion County Park as Dubois Central Catholic takes on Clarion in a big single-A game that will have some seeding implications to it. Good night, everyone.